Uja, I just popped on here, so I'm going to wait a few minutes before we begin. Uja, Brother Patrick, nice to see you again. Just popped on here, so we're just going to wait a moment. Before we begin. Great awakenings, great vibrations, great awakenings. Uja, let's see here, how do we do this? Great awakenings. Oh, yikes. Sorry about that. Uja, do it for tuning in. Uja, great awakenings. All right, we're going to go ahead and begin. Welcome to today's presentation of Cosmic Adorations in honor of the birthday of Ra. Oh, excuse me. The birthday of HERU. Oh, it's stuck here. According to the Neterian calendar, I had misquoted the year. So at this moment, it's still 38,789. However, on July 21st, it becomes 38,790. And I used to follow the Neterian calendar, but I let it go because I stopped following the 7-day cycle. But on this one, on July 13th, is when they begin the observance of the strength or the week preceding Sirius rising, which is the beginning of the new year. That's when it'll change to 38,790. So for 7 days before then, we honor 7 deities from the Neterian Ennead. So on the 13th, Thursday, we started with the birth of Ra. Then yesterday we had the birthday of Asar, and today is the birthday of HERU Ur. HERU the Elder or HERU the Great. And so then tomorrow it's Set, and then Sunday it will be, Monday will be Aset, Tuesday Nebuchadnezzar, and Wednesday will be the birth of Sirius rising, because all constellations, except for the ones around this pole star, they all go below the horizon for approximately 3 months, and then they rise again. And when Sirius does that, it's a time of sadness when she's not in the sky, and then when she rises again, it's a time of great jubilee and celebration. And on the Sirius calendar from Mali, which is the one I've started to follow, they have 10-day strengths. Each week is 10 days, and there's 12 months, and then on the 13th month, it's the birth of Nut. Nut gives birth. And this system has 5 holy days for the birth of Asar, Aset, HERU, Set, and Nebuchadnezzar. But on the Neterian calendar, they add the ones for Ra and Sirius. Okay, so then tomorrow we have Divine Holy Day. And I have not found a whole lot of information on the cosmic force of HERU. In fact, I found nothing. So I did find something on the cosmic force known as IHY. This one is IHR. I found one for IHY and IHF. So I'm going to combine those with the force for Set tomorrow. Yep. that's the plan. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and light the candles. If there's any comments. Thank you for tuning in for today's presentation of Cosmic Adorations for the birthday of HERU Ur. And for those of you who have tuned in, if you could tap the screen, that would be wonderful. It lets the algorithm know that something's going on over here at the astmaataji-temple. So we have our candle. Symbolizes the Aku, the divine light that is to be awakened. I'm supposed to use a lighter. And incense, which represents the fragrance of the personality, which exudes with the divine odor as it rises up, attracts and connects with the divine. And we have the water offering, which represents the one-pointed flow of the mind towards the divine. And the live food offerings have a wonderful tangerine. Ooh. And also on the altar I have this amazing Ankh Heru, Eye of Heru, Eyes of Heru Ankh. I cannot lie, it reminds me of the magic mirror from Romper Room. Start with Anpu. Oh, Anpu, opener of the ways. Oh, Anpu, opener of the ways. Remove obstacles to my success in my spiritual practice. Oh, Anpu, opener of the ways. Oh, Anpu, opener of the ways. Lead souls through the narrow pathways to know the difference between real and unreal. Oh, Anpu, opener of the ways. Oh, Anpu, opener of the ways. Message between heaven and hell. Face black as night, golden as the day. Equally vulture by night as by day. Oh, Anpu, opener of the ways. Oh, Anpu, opener of the ways. May Anpu make my thighs burn, so that I may stand upon them. Oh, Anpu, opener of the ways. Oh, Anpu, opener of the ways. I wash myself in the waters where Anpu washed himself, where he was the officer of embalmer and bandager. Oh, Anpu, opener of the ways. Oh, Anpu, opener of the ways. My lips are the lips of Anpu. 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 Tap. Let's see, I could type in the website. Those who tune in now or on the replay, where you'll be able to find the replay easily. And I don't have a lot of information there as of yet, but I will be adding it. So I was just typing in the web page where you could go if you wanted to follow along, or if you're watching the replay. Uja. Right. See, I was trying to. No, it's okay. Alright, now we're going to have the 4 Great Truths of Shitao Neter. And the translation first this time. So just, printed out with the hieroglyphs. It's pretty nice. It's from Temple of Shitao Neter. So Neter, the Supreme Being, is one and alone and is never manifesting everywhere and in all things in the form of gods and goddesses. Number 2. Lack of righteousness brings fetters to the personality, and these fetters lead to ignorance of the divine. Number 3. Devotion to the divine leads to freedom from the fetters of Set. And number 4. The practice of the Shetty disciplines leads to knowing oneself as a divine. This is called being true of speech. Neteru Ur Neteru. On my eyes we sound you say come in. Say what you say, not fool inside you said. Adishedi rekabin makeru. Neteru Ur Neteru. On my eyes we sound you say come in. Say what you say, not fool inside you said. Adishedi rekabin makeru. Neteru Ur Neteru. On my eyes we sound you say come in. Say what you say, not fool inside you said. Adishedi rekabin makeru. Neteru Ur Neteru. On my eyes we sound you say come in. Say what you say, not fool inside you said. Adishedi rekabin makeru. Do a tap. Now we have the third one in a series of chants that are offered, like the opening offerings. And this one in particular is before reading from the Birthday of HERU Ur, the sacred text. And it's a song of devotion and praise to Nebuchadnezzar, which we just learned about in the previous chant. The all-encompassing divinity came forth as a cosmic force, Kemetic, who was the creator of creation, the gods and goddesses, including Ra. And then Nebuchadnezzar came forth as a human in the form of a Sar, who represents the universal soul. Om Nebuchadnezzar Kemetic Saro. 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 Can't put a sorrow. Oh, never just 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 can't put a sorrow. Never. Alright, those are the opening chants for today. Now we'll go into our program. Let's see here. I guess I could. Yeah, I guess that'll work. Okay. Right now we're going to move into the program for offerings for HERU. Like I mentioned previously, this is a presentation of cosmic adorations in honor of the birthday of HERU, which is a series of birthdays during the strength of Sirius rising. I don't like to say week. Starting on the 13th with the birthday of Ra, then Asar, then HERU, then Set, then Aset, Nebuchadnezzar, and Sirius. And then we start the Kemetic New Year. And in the other programs, I had the wrong year. It's currently 38,789, and then on 21st, it changes to 38,790. So I apologize for that mix-up. And today we're honoring the birthday of HERU. It's actually HERU Ur, the elder. So the story is that Nut and Geb were in an eternal embrace of love, and Ra decided that they needed to separate so that creation could come into being. So Shu was sent to lift Nut up. I have the wall hanging. All my stuff is packed up because I'm moving. I think I have it right here. Let's see. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, perfect. Might be kind of big. Yeah. So Shu was sent to raise Nut up from Geb so that creation could come into being. But she was pregnant, and Ra said, well, she can't give birth. She had to stay pregnant. But Jehutu was able to give us 5 extra days for her birth, to be able to give birth to Asar, Aset, HERU Ur, Nebuchadnezzar, and Set. And so you might be wondering, how could she give birth to HERU Ur the same time she's giving birth to Aset and Asar? And that's because there's no time or space, and HERU Ur was born in his full potential. Then he had to go through and learn everything that he had to learn in life. So it's kind of you can't apply human standards to the realm of the Neteru. But yes, HERU Ur, he was born fully grown, and then had to go back and work out all these other issues. So HERU comes in many forms to meet the challenges of life. So today is honoring some of them. Only one of them is for HERU Ur proper. The others are for HERU, HERU neck, HERU Kuchi. But they're all HERU. Get the other drum. I could use another pair of hands to play this one because it has the drum and the sis drum. Drum, sis drum. I never noticed that before. They rhyme. So the lyrics, I found these lyrics in the devotional manual prayer book, Shitao Neter. Melodies just come through. I don't know how that happens. I guess that's the gift, putting sacred teachings to music. So yeah, I get a lot of inspiration from Seba Ma, Seba Ja, and Temple Shitao Neter. You can find out more about them at EgyptianYoga.com. There's Kemetic University, which I highly recommend. Adorations to HERU, son of Asar and Aset. Adorations to HERU, who stands for Ma'at. Adorations to HERU, the light of the world. Adorations to HERU, the King of Kings. Adorations to HERU, King of Eternity. Dua HERU Hatep. I had said I wasn't going to share teachings, but this one is just too important, so let's just do it anyway. This is a form of the HERU that... Oh, wait. Is this what's next? Yeah. form of Heru that I had, been introduced to, but I didn't really connect with it until Cosmic Adorations Divine Holy Day for Heru. So I wanted to share some of the wisdom that I gathered from getting to know Heru. Okay, I must be missing a page. Oh, here we go. Okay. I already forgot what website this is from. I apologize. Maybe it's on here. Oh, the7worlds.wordpress.com. Medunetter Law 5 Medunetter 5 Law of Heru. Know that God neither punishes nor rewards nor protects, that you will have the comfort of controlling these for yourself. Heru is the faculty of the spirit that houses man's talents for analytical thinking, entrepreneurship, courageous behavior, leadership, pioneering, risk-taking, and for manifesting a healthy immune system, both physical and psychical. These teachings will enable you to awaken, develop, and or achieve a balanced expression of these traits and talents. And then it talks about Ma'at, but Heru is like a yang or masculine version of Ma'at. It's the fight for Ma'at. There's Ma'at, which we know is justice, truth, balance. And Heru is the force that protects Ma'at, that stands for Ma'at, that fights for Ma'at. Heru is the faculty of the spirit that is responsible for a man's ability to immediately eliminate negative behavior and to secure divine protection from the ignorant and evil acts of others, no matter how powerful the opponent may be. Let's see, here we go. Heru, this is from Asaraset, Canada. Heru is the divine principle that safeguards our existence from injustices and undue hardships in the world. This is achieved not by seeking revenge or destruction towards anything that appears to threaten our interests, but instead by reestablishing the laws of Ma'at in our everyday lives. Divine protection and justice, therefore, are earned by cultivating peace, balance, harmony, and restoring God's order in our lives. This does not happen by osmosis. It is daily work. It requires discipline and consistency in living the divine laws. It mandates that we identify and remove all that interferes with our focus on living divine truth. The Heru cycle calls on us to awaken and bring forward the divine warrior that lives in all of us without question. And if you'd like more on the teachings from Seba Ma on Heru, then go to the replay for the Cosmic Adorations for Heru. We'll have readings from the Birthday of HERU and other sacred texts. Today we're going to go straight to the music. This song is very powerful when going into court or into hearings or legal battles or battles with website designers. Look at a cootie. Look at a cootie. Look at a cootie. Look at a cootie. Had a cootie before me. Had a cootie at my right hand. Had a cootie behind me. Had a cootie at my left hand. Had a cootie within me. Had a cootie help me speak the truth. Look at a cootie. HERU Kuti. Do a HERU, attack. Let's see. Oh. I forgot one. There's another one for HERU Kuti. I'll read the translation. What's going on over here? Okay. Yeah. Okay. There's another one for HERU Kuti. Oh, Dua, for the love. Thank you for your presence. A gift to me. Thank you for tapping the screen. Awesome. All right. So I'm going to read the translation. Adorations to the living Heru in the two horizons, residing in the horizon. In his name of Shu in the form of the sun disk, giving life forever and for eternity. This praise is sung by the King Akhenaten, the living in righteousness, Lord of the two lands, ancient Kemet, the good King in his name, Creator one with God. Let's see. Do a HERU Kuti, attack. And okay, this is chant. I don't remember when it came through. I could not find a recording of it anywhere, so it's kind of like improv, which I really enjoy. Oh wait. Let me see how this one goes. Let's see. I don't even know if I played it on the harp or the drum or... Try it. If it doesn't fit right, I'll go to the drum or the system. Look at your neck, come away from set. Look at your neck, come away from set. So the term necked is spiritual strength. Look at your neck, turn away from set. Look at your neck, HERU BeEarthday. Look at your neck, Sasara set. Look at your neck, come away from set. Look at your neck, turn away from set. Look at your neck, HERU BeEarthday. Look at your neck, Sasara set. When REU bubbles up, turn away from set. Turn towards the emergence and rebirth of the soul. Spiritual aspiration is encountering the death of the ego. Just a matter of time before it dwindles away. Turn towards the divine, the way a lotus turns toward the sun. Turn off your mind, turn away from your notions of space and time. Look at your neck, come away from set. Look at your neck, turn away from set. Look at your neck, HERU BeEarthday. Look at your neck, Sasara set. How does it feel to turn towards the divine? Stepping onto an unknown that feels very familiar, like living a long lost memory of a life from long ago. Flashes of brilliance as I strive to remember who I am and the way to be. Bittersweet to leave and yet better to go. Choosing the eternal over fleeting pleasures brings a joy that cannot be measured. No matter the outcome, let the will never jar be done. The joys in the journey when the ego is dying. Royal personality is shining. The ego is crying. The royal personality is flying. soaring. The higher self is undisturbed, unperturbed, looking forward to the eternal day. Another way, heading in a new direction, away from the resurrection, leaving behind what to lose the mind. Look at her neck, come away from set. Look at her neck, turn away from set. Look at her neck, HERU Ur dead. Look at her neck, Sara said. Look at her neck, come away from set. Look at her neck, turn away from set. Look at her neck, HERU Ur dead. Look at her neck, Sara said. Never. Woo. Okie-dokie. Any more comments? Thank you for sharing the live and for the love. Thank you for your presence. Alright, so for those of you just tuning in, this is a presentation of Cosmic Adorations in honor of the Heliacal Rising of Sirius, which starts on July 21st. It'll rise over a different location every day until the middle of September, when it's seen everywhere. The Neterian calendar observes the Heliacal Rising of Sirius with a 7-day celebration starting on the 13th. And each day we honor a different Neter that was born through the goddess Nut. And we started with Ra on the 13th, Sar yesterday, HERU Ur today, Set tomorrow, then Aset, Nebuchadnezzar, and Sopdet, or Sirius. And then on the 20th is the beginning of the new Kemetic year. And I was a little mixed up. So right now we're still in 38,789. And then on the 20th we begin the year 38,790. Not no 2023, not no 6,000, not even 12,000, but 38,000. And it is believed, or there's proof or evidence that it's much older than that. But we'll go ahead and accept 38,000. And then on the I've stopped following that calendar because it's 7-day strengths. I don't say weeks, I say strengths. And I'm following the Sirius sidereal calendar, which is 13 months. If you're familiar with horoscopes, it's a 13-month Kemetic solar sidereal. This is a Sirius sidereal calendar. And according to this tradition, this is the year, let's read their definition. Humanity's original calendar was recovered by Neb Naba Lamusa Morodinbig. This calendar is based on the Heliacal Rising of the Sirius star. It has been 422 years since the last great Heliacal Rising. This year of 365 days is the second quarter of the Renpet real year, 1,461 days, as shown in the chart below. So their year is 1,461 days. I don't know which year it is according to that cycle, because that's probably like 200,000. So I'm going to have to look into that. But here's their numeric system. It's similar to the Kemetic Neter system. And so their celebration of Sirius rising, or when the Nut gives birth to the 5 Neters, is in September. Sept is another name for Sirius. So as I stated earlier, there was 360 days in the year, you know, like a circle But Nut and Geb were in this embrace where they wouldn't let go. And so Shu was sent to Earth to separate, well, not to Earth, was sent to separate Nut from Geb, you know, so that creation could come into being. But she was pregnant, and Ra was like, well, you can't give birth. So Jehuti figured out a way to give us 5 extra days. So that's why the year is 365 days. And then the Neterian calendar adds a day for Ra, because the sun gives birth to Ra. I mean, Nut gives birth to Ra every day. And then Sirius rising, the Heliacal Rising of Sirius. So that's when the sun and Sirius rise together. So depending on your location, starting next week, you should be able to see Sirius rising before the sun. Like, I think right now you'll be able to see Orion, which represents Asar, slowly coming up over the horizon before the sun does. And then Heru represents the horizon, of course. And then eventually you'll be able to see Sirius rise before the sun. But right now Sirius is rising with the sun along with Mercury. Mercury is still very much rising with the sun right now. Okay. Oh, we're already to this one? Yes, we are. Okay, I guess that's about right. Let's see how long we've been going here. Okay, yes. Alright, so this next Heka is, so the previous one I just took notes from Seba Ma's works. The first English verse. The second one was my own verse. Uja, robotic sound. Oh, I'm so sorry. Thanks for letting me know. I still don't know what's causing it. I will post the live stream from TikTok. I guess when it's important, the robot shows up. Okay. It's so weird. Okay. Well, I won't, I don't know what I'll do with this one. Okay. It's so weird how sometimes it's the robot and then a whole month will go by and there's no robot, and then all of a sudden there's the robot. Okay. So this one is the teachings and translations that go with the song HERU Ur, which was released last summer on this day in honor of the birthday of Heru. The album Pauti Neteru has one song for each one of the Neters in the celebration of the Heliacal Rising of Sirius. Here we go. Page 70, Pert and Heru, Dr. Mwada Ashby. Heru represents the union of spirit and matter, the renewal of life of Asar for rebirth. Heru, the rebirth of the spiritual life, aspiration for freedom, the new life of the resurrected soul, the union between spirit, Asar, and creation, Aset. Heru, the rebirth of a higher spiritual aspiration in the mind as a desire for enlightenment. Heru, a burning desire to face and conquer the lower self. Heru has gained mastership of the higher divine states of consciousness. From Temple of the Soul, page 317, Dr. Mwada Ashby's book. Heru is the lookout. Heru is the rudder. Heru is the pilot, director, and protector of Asar, the soul. The spiritual journey that Heru directs is the path taken by the soul. Leads to redemption and the crowning achievements of the soul, taking its rightful place on the throne of time and space, astral plane, and physical plane. Nefertem is the lord of the rudder. The rudder is a symbol of the capacity for one to direct one's journey, one's path in life. The Heru rudder is an important principle that is discussed in the Perdem Heru. It is desirable to have Heru as the rudder, controlling the rudder that directs the journey of the soul through life, while Asar, the soul, The royal personality sits in the boat placidly on the throne as master of its own life. Heru, the lookout, with full capacity of vision, not obstructed by Set, the divinity of egoism. So in case you hadn't gathered by now that HERU Ur is the rudder, and the rudder on what? So everyone has a boat for your spiritual journey. I wonder if it's because, I don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't know what causes that. Anyway, the rudder everyone has a boat that we're sailing across eternity on our spiritual journey, and we're supposed to let Heru be at the steering wheel, or the rudder, which determines which direction you go, or you have a steering wheel, whichever kind of boat you have. And then Set is supposed to be at the front of the boat, protecting us from chaos and iniquity and fetters of Set. And we'll be going into this tomorrow, where Set himself has turned away from his own egoism and is helping us steer the boat. However, when we succumb to our own egoism, or to toxic vibrations or frequencies in our environment, or when we start to doubt ourselves, or like if you're empathic and you feel something from someone, then that's when Set can slip in and start steering the boat away from your goal, your destination, which is enlightenment. Set will steer your boat towards consumerism, or materialism, or vanity, or greed, or manipulation, or violence, or abuse, or violations. Like you have trauma in your background, that's things you're comfortable with. So it takes a lot of courage and spiritual strength, spiritual valor. I forgot that song. That's what's next, not the HERU Ur one. Did I read this already? Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll save that for next. And so it takes a lot of strength to get control of your boat and steer it back to your desired course. Okay. So the actual translations of the chant that's coming up. Beautiful complexion, governor of two lands, lord of personalities, mind, Heru the rudder, be given spiritual valor, spiritual strength to the royal person who goes by the name one established in the righteousness of the Creator Spirit. These are some names of Heru from the Budge Dictionary. HERU Ur, HERU Uru, a warrior god. That just reminded me of the band Black Uhuru. HERU Ur Kenti RT. Heru, master of his ego, master of Set. HERU Ur, the elder. HERU Ur Shefit, guardian, guard of Dendera. And then here's some words for rudder. Ati User Ma Himit. Dua HERU Ur, the rudder. Okay. Nefertim tu tawi, nebkau heru, in keru diep, kentnek in med, matra. Nefertim ku tawi, nebkau heru, Kadudiev, Kintnek, in Min Matra, Nefertim Kutawi, coming back to me now, Nebkau Heru, in Kadudiev, Kintnek, in Min Matra, Nefertim Kutawi, Nebkau Heru, in Kadudiev, Kintnek, matra Nefertim kutawi Nebkawu heru Inkadu diep Gint nekt In men matra Nefertim kutawi Nebkawu heru Inkadu diep Gint nekt In men matra Dua HERU Ur kintiati Dua HERU Ur shefit Dua HERU Ur kintiati Dua HERU Ur shefit Dua HERU Ur kintiati Dua HERU Ur shefit Nukaru ati Nukeru usar Nukeru ma Nukeru hemi Nukeru ati Nukeru usar Nukeru ma Nukeru hemi Nukeru ati Nukeru usar Nukeru ma Nukeru hemi Nefertim kutawi Nebkawu heru Inkadu dief Kint nek In min matra Nefertim kutawi Nebkawu heru Inkadu dief Kint nek In min matra Nefertim kutawi Nebkawu heru Inkadu dief Kint nek In min matra Dua HERU Ur Dua HERU Uru a tap. Alright, so that song is available at your favorite music platform. And there's even a couple of videos for these songs there on YouTube. So thank you very much for those offerings. Came through me. We've got another one. And I wish I knew what causes the weird robotic sound on the YouTube live streams. Fortunately, I go live on other platforms, so we have more than one recording. Let's see if I that's what I thought it was. All right. So this is one about Nook Kent, which is spiritual valor. Nook Nekt, spiritual strength. Nook Makaru, spiritual victory, and also true of speech. And then Nook Heru. Oh, you know what? I have got to play the harp on one of these. Oh my gosh, I didn't even make the connection. Yes, this harp, I found this harp. I purchased this harp from a vendor outside of the Temple of Heru. How could I go through this whole presentation without playing it one time? I play it like a bass line. Just a little bit slower. Nook Kent, Nook Nekt, Nook Makaru, Nook Heru, 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 Nook Kent, Nook Nekt, Nook Makaru, Nook Heru. I am spiritual valor. I am spiritual strength. I am spiritual victory. I am spiritual aspiration. I am spiritual valor. I am spiritual strength. I am true speech. Redeemer of First Father. Nook Kent, Nook Nekt, Nook Makaru, Nook Heru, Nook Kent, Nook Nekt, Nook Makaru, Nook Heru, Nook Kent, Nook Nekt, Nook Makaru, Nook Heru, Nook Kent, Nook Nekt, Nook Makaru, Nook Heru. All right, do a Heru. All right, well, YouTube, another audio disaster with no idea what's causing it, but that's all right. We persevere. Thank you for everyone who tuned in today for today's presentation of Cosmic Adorations. Happy birthday, HERU Ur, HERU the Elder, HERU the Rudder. HERU represents our spiritual aspiration, our spiritual victory over our egoism and over fetters of Set and egoism in the world. HERU represents the ability to steer our boat on our spiritual journey on the right course that leads to victory and prosperity and abundance, freedom, sovereignty, and HERU. Well, I spent this whole hour sharing teachings about HERU Ur. And so tomorrow's presentation will be for Set, the cosmic force of egoism. And we won't be going into like expressing the fetters of Set. We will be going into defeating the fetters of Set and conquering the fetters of Set and taming the fetters of Set, learning how to control the ego. So I have a few songs for Set, not that many, of course. And why are we doing this? Because this is the strength before Sirius rises with the sun, Heliacal Rising. Right now, Sirius and the sun are rising at the same time, so you can't see it in the sky. All the constellations, except for the ones around the pole, the never-setting stars, set below the horizon, which is HERU, for about 3 months. And when it's time for Sirius to rise again, sacred societies around the world have huge celebrations and festivals. Here in America, what do we have? Pin drop. So I'm having these little concerts for each one of the Neters, starting with the 13th is when we start with Ra, and we move through the Neters, Ra, Asar, HERU, Set, Aset, Nebuchadnezzar, and Sopdu, or Sirius, and then we celebrate the Kemetic New Year. This year will be 38,790, and also following I stopped following the 7-day calendar, 7-day week, and I'm following the original Kemetic calendar, which had 10-day strengths or weeks. So tomorrow is also Divine Holy Day. So we'll be having offering for Set and a Neter I'm not familiar with. Oh, this one. IHR. So far I've only found IHF and IHY. So we'll be dealing with those. And also Set. Alright, so I will be uploading the replay from TikTok onto YouTube because this audio sounds like a robot. And thank you again for being here. Your presence is a gift to me. Dua Hatep. Thank you so much. Dua.